On this episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast, I break down why I am so tired of hearing Disney Plus be the example for your business. Stay tuned to find out why. Talk about Disney Plus a little bit. Disney first was released October 16th, 1923. We are now 2019. So it was almost 100 years later that Disney created Disney Plus. That is 100 years of giving away fantastic movies, fantastic content, building a brand around their entire business, shifting the people that were running the business and shifting who they were bringing in. This also includes aligning with Pixar. This includes aligning with Star Wars. And I forget who runs that. And I am so sorry, guys. I'm not a Star Wars person. I don't know what the alternative name is for Trekkie for Star Wars, but it is not me. So anyways, they bought that brand. And we have to think of all of the steps that happened from when they started in 1923 to where they are now. They started making animation by flipping pages of paper. They then started getting into more of the video type of animation. Then it was into computer animation, and now we're into all of the different levels of things that we've got going now. They started with a few key Disney characters, and now how many Disney movies are there that are out there? There's like Cars that are the heroes. There's live people that are in the movies. There's hybrid between people as well as animation. I mean, what they have accomplished in 100 years is monumentally changed the way the movie industry is, and what they've been able to do by acquiring other companies and aligning with other partners and doing all of these things. Yes, at year 98, I would expect that they could put anything out there into the world and billions of people would want that product. So I just wanted to put this little bug in your ear that, yeah, sure, if you have a great tribe of 100 or 200 or 300 people and you put something out there and you want to be like Disney and you want to make over $1 million, or not even over $1 million, you want to have over 10 million people opt into your product and you've only been in business for 1 or 2 years, I just don't see that happening. But if you are committed, like I'm asking you to be, to develop your business sense, to develop your branding, to develop your products, to hone in on one particular area of healthcare that you want to be known for, that you want to focus on. You want to align yourself with the right people to collaborate. You want to create that ideal business. Perhaps your dream is to create a clinic space where you have all of the right people in place, and that becomes your monumental moment. That becomes when you start attracting all of your ideal patients or clients, when your branding is on point, when your marketing is on point, when your language is on point. Once that has happened, add another 10 or 20 years on top of it, and maybe you'll be able to achieve a fraction of what Disney Plus was able to achieve on its first day. We are in a totally different industry than Disney Plus. We are not going to be able to treat the whole world on a single day. However, I just wanted to reiterate and kind of clarify some points of when people are using examples like this to perhaps sell marketing for themselves, or perhaps to show you that, look at what Disney can do, look at what this billion-dollar industry can do in one day, they always fail to elaborate on the journey that got them to where they are now. No one has talked about the fact that Disney has been in business for 100 years. No one has talked about the number of TV shows and movies and all of the money that has gone into creating where they are now. No one talks about that. They always talk about, on this day, this is what happened and this can happen to you. I don't think the exact story will happen to you. However, if you are willing to put in the work, if you're willing to align yourself with the right people, if you're willing to invest in the right things that make your business growth monumentally faster than the people before you by aligning with the correct mentors, opting into the right online courses, watching the right trainings, going to the right conferences, then yes, you will be successful. But if you are looking for this short-term fix, this shiny object, this massively tremendous thing that's going to transform your business, and you've only gotten maybe a couple of years under your belt, it just isn't going to happen yet. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. I don't know if you're going to be one of those exceptions. I would love to hear from you if you are. But for the rest of us, including myself, this is a long-term career choice. Now, that's not to say you can't do the best and monopolize the most on your time by getting into the online space and offline space, by creating products, by creating programs, by hiring a team. This is all part of the infrastructure of business growth that is necessary, especially from going from 5 figures to 6 figures, 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. You just need to have those pieces in place. But your core business should always be the mission and the vision that you always have, allowing little things to change, but the foundational structure doesn't. So with regards to our practitioners, our students in the Maximize Practitioner program, we are breaking down all of these steps and saying, look, you don't get to graduate into branding and websites and online marketing until you've attracted your first 100 people. Once you've attracted those top 100 people that you love working with, then you can get into the business essentials and learn how to systemize and automate. And not until that is done can you start marketing like a mad genius. And this is our pillar that we call modernized marketing. And once all of those pieces are in place, the Maximize Practitioner goal is attainable. But there are steps that need to be done. And that first pillar to get your top 100 ideal patients or clients might take a year or two on its own to create. Developing the business strategies and systems in pillar 2 might take 2, 3, 4 years to create. It's taken me 8 years to really hone in on the exact systems and strategies that I want my business to run off of. And now we're hiring the team, and now we're doing the Facebook ads because we have the money invested that we can spend on those modernized marketing pieces. But it takes time. So use Disney Plus as perhaps a direction that you want to be, as perhaps a growth marker of where you want to go. But understand that I don't think anyone who's listening right now is going to be in business for 98 years to see that moment happen. And there's a lot more pieces in place that are going to accelerate your growth. I think if Disney were to start now, they could probably do what they've done in 100 years, probably in 40, if not less. But for you, I just want you to know this is a long-term game. And if you are not willing to do it for the long term, then there's something going on that we need to talk about. I would love to sit on a game plan call with you, and we're going to put the link to that in the show notes. What we do on this game plan call is we just map out where you're at now, where you need to go for the next 12 months, and then all you need to do is execute. So if you would like to hop on a call with me, I would love to set that up. Click on the link in the show notes, and you and I are going to have 30 minutes carved out where we can chat about where you want to take your business in the next 12 months and beyond, and actually map out your entire game plan for that time. So I just wanted to bring up this conversation. I think it was very timely based on what I'm seeing. And as we are getting into the holiday season, a lot of things can change in 1 month. A lot of things can change in a day. A lot of things can change in a year. But the point is you need to be committed to this forever. And the mantra that I always say to myself is, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm going to outrun them. I'm going to outlast them. And I know I'm going to be the last one standing. So I hope that this was informative for you. Take from this whatever golden nuggets you need to. Thank you for tuning in to the Profitable Practice Podcast. Did you like this video? If so, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and definitely subscribe to the channel. If you want to listen to the rest of the podcast episode, be sure to click the link in the description below. And if you're looking for even more resources on how you can create a profitable practice, I encourage you to sign up for the freebie we also have in the description. You will automatically be put onto our newsletter list where you will get first dibs on every new episode, as well as any new training or online series or freebies that I'm giving away throughout the year. Your commitment towards learning the business side of your practice matters. Stay positive, keep taking those baby steps, and promise me that you are going to take imperfect action every single day. Remember, your patients or clients are reaching their hand for you to help them. There is no excuse why you can't provide the help that they need. So stop getting in your way, continue to learn, take those baby steps, and as I said, take that imperfect action every single day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast.